we've been talking about ending human trafficking, ending child labor. It's still part of the initiative. And the one aspect of it is that we are trying to reach out to the children. This is from the part of sensitization. We've done the research part, we've done the advocacy part, but what we are doing here today is sensitization, reaching out to the younger generation, okay? So that they will understand the dynamics of human trafficking, the causes, the triggers, the factors that lead to it, and the dangers in them. I want to advise them that they should keep up the faith. They should not be swayed by pressure from the society. They should not be swayed by pressure from. Come with them with the message of there is a greener pasture outside. They should be careful what they are getting into. When their parents are being persuaded into becoming victims of this kind of situation, I mean human trafficking now, with the information we've given them, they will be like, Mommy, no, this is not right. What they are telling us is not actually how it is outside there. Okay, that's what my message for the children today is, that they should keep the faith, they should keep this message, and they should even take it to their neighbors and to their colleagues. The part of government, this is advocacy. Okay, I know we have laws, we have NAPTIP, we have laws that try to protect the female gender, the children against child labor and against human trafficking, but we also employ them to be more steadfast so that these institutions will become more effective to implement the laws. It's one thing to have laws against human trafficking, it's another thing to implement them. So we commend the government so far on what they have been doing, and we urge them to do more, because we need a safer space for our girls and for our women, even for our boys also.
In commemoration of the 16 days of activism, we're currently in Baptist High School, Kubwa, for an in-school documentary, a documentary on human trafficking. So it's a documentary CLEEN produced with support from UN Women and the government of Italy. The plan is to create awareness around the scourge of human trafficking, most especially because it is prevalent in our country as it is. So over the course of a year, 2 years now, CLEEN Foundation has been carrying out a lot of activities, implementing activities, a project in Edo, in Lagos State, and in the FCT, where we're able to produce reports and a documentary on human trafficking. So we came to the school today to talk about the 16 days of activism, which human trafficking is a form of. And so yeah, basically, many people in urban areas sometimes think that it's an overflogged issue. But the truth of many people think there is an overflogged issue. But the truth of the matter is that human trafficking is very much a problem. And if you understand, there are certain forms, like there's more sophistication to the crime as it is right now. And so advocacy work for me and for CLEEN and for UN Women and for the government of Italy is more awareness. We have to create more awareness. We have to keep talking about it. We have to keep engaging stakeholders across all stratas of society, both at the policy level, community leaders, citizens. We all have to bring our hands on deck. It's not human trafficking. Advocacy against human trafficking is not something that an individual can do or only an organization has to do. It's something that we all have to do as a society. We all have to do as a people. It is much your problem as it is my problem. So I think that the advocacy for human trafficking, while a lot of work has been done, there's still much more work that needs to be done. So when it comes to implementation, we know that we have a problem with enforcing laws in Nigeria primarily, but with the passing of the Violence Against Persons Act, there are lots of legal frameworks in place right now where offenders can be charged to court on issues of human trafficking, and NAPTIP is the government agency responsible for that. As CLEEN Foundation, what we do is not the enforcement. What we do is to create more awareness, is to strengthen stakeholder capacity, and that's why NAPTIP are our partners on this. And NAPTIP has been doing a lot that I can speak on. They've been doing a lot. They've been engaging communities. They've done so much regards enforcement, and so it's for everybody, those who are in policy, to take up, and of course you as our media partners can keep talking, engaging policymakers and leaders to focus solely on the enforcement, which is where the judiciary comes in.
School and teach us more about violence that happens especially to females. And I feel it's a privilege because I can't say I've experienced, but I've heard stories that are quite sad from the excursion we had to NAPTIP last week Friday, I've gotten information that it's mostly females that suffer this, and they are forced to keep quiet because they are considered as less. I don't know the word I could use, but they are considered less when it comes to the things of the society. That's because they feel as if they are not well, they are not built for the society, they are built for homes. And I also learned that most of the issues that happen are not from people outside our family, they are from people within us. Maybe it could be your aunt, it could be that your uncle that always used to come and give you chocolate. It could be anybody, exactly. You can never see it written on their faces. It's all around. It's not just hidden. It doesn't just happen in your country. They can take you to other places. For those of us that want to go abroad, and in the name of making it, you want to go abroad, you now follow the wrong people. They traffic you and you're not free. You don't get to speak to your parents and you think it's normal. It's not, because there is something behind that trip. There is something behind that invitation. There's always something behind every person's word. For other students out there, I feel as if God's time is the best. You should just wait. It's not everything that you rush into. Just because you are seeing your neighbor's child on Instagram, the person is an influencer, you want to be, or you just want to help your parents. Maybe they are suffering financially. You just want to help them. You should wait. God will provide. Don't always be that small girl with big God. Every time God is there, God is big for everybody.
First of all, I think it's really painful because women and children in society are really vulnerable to human trafficking and gender-based violence for sexual purposes. And we thank CLEEN Foundation for coming to my school and enlightening us on the dangers of human trafficking. I think it's really important for people of my age and my friends to know the dangers of human trafficking and how to avoid it totally. And it's really saddening to know that women and children in the society aren't so protected, although the government of Nigeria and other countries and non-governmental organizations have put in place measures to curb this social vice, but I think it's not totally enough. So we thank CLEEN Foundation for coming to my school and enlightening us on human trafficking. Now, what I think about ending gender-based violence against women is that proper enlightenment should be done, on various levels, large case levels, like in the newspapers, on social media, on television. Adverts should be made, and just everyone should be enlightened on the dangers of human trafficking. And I believe it's a war we can fight and overcome together as a society. I'm appealing to the Nigerian government to set up more bodies. I'm aware we have NAPTIP, that's the agency for prohibiting trafficking in persons, and there are other bodies, in charge of curbing human trafficking. But the government should be able to set up more committees and more organizations to curb it more efficiently, and enlightenment in schools, in churches, hospitals, just social gatherings, so every member of society has the basic knowledge and knows what to do when encountered or when facing such a problem or what looks like a situation of human trafficking. So I appeal to the Nigerian government to try their best, although, to increase the level of enlightenment in society. Basically, I just encourage everyone to be more vigilant, with the promise of going abroad, getting a well-paying job and stuff like that. It's really appealing to the earth, but basically we just have to be smart, because truly in the world there's still people who are honest about their business, emigration, going abroad to work. There's still legit people, but we've got to be vigilant overall and not be greedy. Despite the economic hardship in the country, everyone should just be, we should just be patient and work our best.
From the documentary of today, I learned a lot. I learned that human trafficking is an inhumane activity. It is the evil of man that is done to man. It's not good because of it has a lot of effects, both psychologically, physically, emotionally, health-wise too. It can affect the victim. I feel that the victim will come out the same after everything that has happened. Some are exploited for sexual reasons, some for slave trade, different things that are not good. Some children under the age of 18 are taken out there, they are used as slaves. Some are forced into hard labor, forced labor, which is not good. My advice to students out there is that they shouldn't be deceived just for, like, let's say for a petty reason. Just say because your parents don't have enough resources to send you abroad, you now see this uncle or auntie and you want to follow them. No, it's not. Just even if your parents are persistent that you should go, just because of you should have, this whole thing is just educate us on human trafficking. So we've learned about the act, the purpose and the means of human trafficking. So you should know if a trafficker is coming to you to come and tell you that we want you to come and do so business for us. If the trafficker self, you should know, because of you are underage, you can't just go out there for a job at your tender age. So I feel that students should be able to differentiate between traffickers and those who have positive motives towards them. And the students generally and everybody out there, they should be part of the campaign against human trafficking, because of human trafficking is bad. It's not a good thing at all. It is a very, very, very wrong act towards humans.
Today we are having a topic on end violence against women and children, and I feel this is a very great opportunity to speak to students in a secondary school, because as you know, we are going outside and we will have different opinions on life, and it will help us to treat our surroundings and the people around better. I feel it's very painful to see women and children, also men alike, being trafficked, but we as the leaders of tomorrow, we can do better to stop this and eradicate it completely. They should take the recent happenings to heart and understand that we are all human beings, and if we can traffic those we do not know, we can traffic our own children and family members. So we should understand that everyone is alike and we should be one.
I'm done with the interview.
Not yet.
Yeah.